Programang ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan. Maaaring may masiselang tema, lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.
Mga kaibigan, may good news para sa lahat. Kung gusto nyo nga makabasa ng mga balita tungkol sa Mindanao, wala nang iba kundi ang Mindanao Examiner newspaper. Mindanao ang sirkulasyon, Mindanao ang balita. Ang Mindanao Examiner sa Basilan, Sulu at Zamboanga. Gumawa na rin ito ng mga independent films at ABP, audiovisual presentation, at may photography at video services pa. Bisitahin po natin ang kanilang website sa MindanaoExaminer.com o tumawag sa 9925480. Marami pong salamat. Kaya natin to.
Isang mainit na hapon mga kaibigan, and welcome once again as Radyo Mindanao, Astig, ang inyong paboritong programa mga kaibigan. Ay tayo mapapakinggan hindi lamang sa Mindanao, Visayas at Luzon, kundi sa buong mundo. Ang ating mga kababayan may internet access. Punta lamang kayo sa MindanaoExaminer.com at mapapakinggan nyo na ang Radyo Mindanao mga kaibigan. Ito po ang inyong balingkod, Alazito. At ngayon, Enero 15 ay SOCA, State of the City Address. Nitong si Zamboanga City Mayor Benkley Mako. Naku, napakaraming tao mga kaibigan. Ginanap ang State of the City Address sa Astoria Regency Hotel sa Zamboanga City. At jam-pack yung lugar. At pakinggan natin mga kaibigan, panoorin natin kung ano ang magiging address nitong si Mayor Benkley Mako, re-electionist mayor ng Zamboanga City. At napakalakas itong si Mayor Benkley Mako mga kaibigan. At mahal na mahal ng mga Zamboangueños. Kaya pakinggan natin ang kanyang talumpati, ang sasabihin niya. Kung ano ang naging accomplishments ni tong alkalde ng Zamboanga sa taong 2018. At ito mga kaibigan, panoorin ninyo.
Help draft and craft our framework as well as the International Committee on the Red Cross, the Asia Foundation, the Australian, Canadian, Spanish, Japanese, and United States Agency for International Aid, and the Community and the Family Services International, as well as the Catholic Relief Services, including our local partners, the Archdiocese of Zamboanga, David Ifta, Sabila Mugdalin, Ateneo de Zamboanga University, Western Mindanao State University, Universidad de Zamboanga, Zamboanga State College of Marine Science and Technology, Zamboanga City State Polytechnic College, Southern, and many other schools and colleges, including Sabida, Silsila, help build homes, provide literacy trainings and programs on preventing and countering violent extremism, among many others. With everyone's hard work, we continue the momentum. Querido poblanos, taquilla el tiempo que de aton ciudad, conocido ya el aspecto de progreso y todo que tiene responsabilidad para continuar con este. No más kita asekusi con este mga oportunidad, enfrentar y abrazar kita con este para continuar la prosperidad de la ciudad. Over the last 6 years since I became mayor, we have made incredible progress and accomplished extraordinary successes for Zamboanga and our people. We faced countless challenges and endured every disaster and calamity that struck us. And in all this, ya puede kita mira el ánimo de mga verdaderos Zamboangueño, Musliman, Cristiano o Luman, resiliente, mafuerza y lleno de fe y amor para el Dios, patria y su prójimo y la Virgen del Pilar. Every time we are bended down on our knees, talebanta kita at acorda que unido kita mga vivientes para el futuro de la ciudad. In the aftermath of the Zamboanga siege, yan punto-punto kita todo. Not as Team Colorado, Team Amarillo, or Team Pink, but as duly elected representatives of the people. Posible ken. But it is not enough to come together only in times of crisis. We need to learn and be matured and set aside our differences and political colors to seek out a common ground and be able to deliver for the people who elected us to serve them. Will we always allow ourselves to be blindfolded, be divided in factions, and fight against each other? Or will we have a sense of common purpose and one direction that will help us move Zamboanga City forward? Our politics has become very divisive and is holding us back to where we want to go. But we still believe in the innate goodness and kindness of our people and the hardworking women and men in government. Our uniformed personnel in the police, the military, the Coast Guard, and the other security forces from various government organizations and agencies, the business sector, the dedication of the civil societies and NGOs, the genuine service of our barangay and community leaders and workers, and the dynamism of the young people and the children, my real VIPs. La creo que el di atong fe y amor na di atong familia amo el centro na vida de un Zamboangueño. Por eso, tatrabaja kita más para dar el progreso y prosperidad de la ciudad. Ciudad antes de todo, ciudad antes de interés personal. Exciting progress is happening every day in Zamboanga. Today, classes are held in climate change resilient school buildings equipped with facilities and green technology and teachers receiving an increase in their monthly allowance and achievement never before in Zamboanga. Gracias con ustedes, totalidad ng bangka, bien bonito ng classroom para pwede estudyar ang ating mga bata. Thank you to Architect Rodel, the civil engineers, and the city planning, and all of the offices of government. Este tiempo, block per block is being piled up at SM Pro and will soon open after KCC Mall in Zamboanga, City Mall, Ubenco Tetuan, and Wilcon, and a quick pace of development never before seen in the city of Zamboanga. Today, maintenance medicines are being delivered door to door for free to every senior citizen under the Radyo Mindanao program, aside from the birthday cash incentives, the first in the city of Zamboanga. This is quality care never before felt in Zamboanga. Desde mga nana piñada hasta mga senior citizens na largo vida beneficial na fondo ng gobyerno. Today, crime volume is smashed one record after another as it went down every year in significant percentages, with zero bombing as a consequences of terror attack and zero kidnapping as a record maintained for 3 straight years. This peace and order is at its best. Colonel Nicolas, Colonel Martir, and all the security forces, muchas gracias con ustedes. Salamat din. Today, our city is in a constellation of outstanding LGUs as we were recognized as the most improved LGU in the country, one of the most resilient and disaster-friendly, and accorded with the seal of good local governance for the previous years because of our hard work and dedication in quality public service. This is Zamboanga at its most competitive phase ever. Seguridad, salud y edukasyon. Este di ating mga prioridad na dalida de servisyo, mga programa, proyekto y actividades ng gobyerno lokal para na di ating mga querido vivientes Kristiyano Muslim ilumad na syudad. We have spent 3.4 billion worth of budget in 2018 for the welfare of our people, and we would like to thank the city's finance committee for preparing this budget, and the members, most especially of the Sangguniang Panglusod, for the support. This year, we will see and feel a 23% increase in our budget as the city government is ready to roll out the 4.2 billion budget for 2019, the biggest ever in Zamboanga's history. Este budget, ang budget that is pro-poor, pro-people, and pro-development. Kasi ng gobyerno, hindi naturuinas na bangko. Ay usahin na ng instead, iasumila otra vez na iatong mga billetes, especialmente aquellos que necesita ngayon ang ayuda ng gobyerno lokal. Of the total 4.2 billion for 2019, 43% of this is 1.8 billion will be allotted to social services. 1.4 billion of it will be spent for general public services, and 23 of it, or 961 million, will be for further to fuel our economic services. Under its budget expense by class, 1.8 billion for capital outlay, 32% or 1.4 for maintenance and operating expenses, and 1 billion for personal services. We dedicate this 2019 budget to the hard work of our city's heroes, like our barangay officials, our barangay health workers, our daycare workers, the barangay nutrition scholars, mga barangay kagawan, and the barangay intelligence networks, también at senior citizens, y mga maestro y maestra. Aquellos de los diferentes sector que ay pueden también recibir aumento allowances para este año. These are the real heroes who work silently each day in our midst, taking care of our sick, nurturing our children, and keeping our community safe. Allocation for personal services and salaries and benefits of the city government of 2,735 employees has also gone up by 9.2 from 964 million in 2017 to 1.88 billion in 2019. Owing that to the implementation of the fourth tranche of the salary standardization law, ICP el sueldo del mga empleyado ng gobyerno lokal este año. Other allocations include 81.97 million for flood control, riprap, and power supply system of 77.7 million, 10 million for public parks and gardens, and 16.5 million for other improvements. The budget also provides 40 million for agri-fishery sector, 25 million for the purchase of 700 television sets that will be distributed for public schools for special education purposes. This is a response to a request during my birthday for the special children in Santa Maria, but this will also benefit the other special education classes in Zamboanga City. This is our work por amor de la ciudad de Zamboanga. Este budget yan orgullo que kita presenta because this presents and represents the people, because it responds to the needs of the people, to put the money where it is felt by the people, and it is felt that el corazón de los mga vivientes. Gracias con los mga miembros del Sangguniang Panglusod, Vice Mayor Cesar Iturralde, Concejal Neng Adan, and Jefe del Comité del Finance. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Concejal Brom Atilano, Concejal Kim Elago, Concejal Cesar Jimenez, Concejal Pinpin Pareja, Concejal Jimmy Villaflores, Concejal Gian Eli, Concejal Theodore Angeles Arquiza, Concejal Ruby Bayot, y Concejal Tutu Hanapi. Gracias también con Ma'am Belia Bacay del City Budget Office. Él es un empleado del City Budget Office que atinuban na trabajo que ella recomenda conmigo para ma-utilize el budget para mga high-impact projects for the people because she has served the city government for more than 20 years. It is really a blessing that the mayor listens even to the voices of our colleagues in the city government, because I do not hold a monopoly of knowledge, and I will really need the support of every local government colleague of ours. Las veto de seguridad, compared to the total allocation of 846 million na antes administrasyon nag-span 10 years, desde año 2004 hasta 2013, and the ating administrasyon yet increased the allocation of the city's peace and order program to 22%, more than 1 billion na 5 anyos pa lang. Quiere decir, ang ating administrasyon, ya puede darle más na 5 anyos pa lang comparando na 10 años de antes administrasyon. We have increased cash incentives and allowances for our police personnel, fire personnel. We have added 45 employees of the city fire. Thank you very much, Attorney Juvel. And we will also be able to procure the prison officers also was increased. And we have procured 374 units of handheld radio to enhance the communication, acquired 101 motorcycles and 36 units of four-wheel service, and to all police stations for more effective accomplishment of their mission. We also provided services for the Philippine Coast Guard and the PIDEA as well, and invested on security surveillance equipment and infrastructure projects such as the rehabilitation of the Zamboanga Central Police Building at 45 million. The Zamboanga City Fire Department will also soon have its uplift and various fire stations and substations at 28 million. Around 40 units of L300 vehicles for emergency response have already arrived and will be delivered. These vehicles will be delivered soon. The last 38 and more are already in the pipeline para todo el 98 barangays ay tiene kada igual vehikulo para responde na emerhensya at kalamidad. Kauwi kita ang mga storya ng ating mga kapitan kay manera ng mga leheros barangays at vehikulo kaya pwede kayo sabihin na ora de emerhensya maski mismo ang mga justeles kung problemos ng neighboring barangays. This time, all of our 98 barangays will be benefited to help us fight against emergencies. I have always emphasized our security forces that as long as I am mayor, the city government will continue to provide support to their modernization and provide incentives for their achievements. Today, I'm carrying some cash incentives that will also benefit the PIDEA during for a job well done in the presence of your new director. Welcome po sa Zamboanga City. No puede ya el antes vehículo de bicho-bicho. Antes, kung pag-resuman klima ko, Hilux is the tiempo Ranger, el 300 Montero ya, el mga patrolya. Aside from our 11 police stations in the Police Mobile Force Company, the disposition and location of our units under Task Force Zamboanga and West Lindong are also in very strategic areas of both the east and west coast of the city, including the detachments of Sumatra, Layag-Layag, Leha-Leha, and the Naval Station at Barangay de Rio Hondo. The results of these investments are realistic. We have a decrease of 21.1 in the total crime volume of 2018 compared to 2017. According to General Tito, if we review the performance of the city police, we have a decrease in terms of crime volume. The index crime also went down by 14.1, and the non-index crime decreased by 23.83%. A total of 249 wanted persons were arrested, while 12 were topmost and 11 were the topmost wanted person in the city level. Since 2014, our total crime volume in the city have been consistently decreasing. This is an achievement never before done in Zamboanga City. And I say, for as long as I'm mayor, we will really have to ensure the security of Zamboanga City. Because if our city is safe for our children, it will be safe for our families and for investment. Gone are the days that we were hunted by shooting incidents on a daily basis. Today, it is not anymore about killings. The three highest registered crimes are theft, robbery, and physical injury, which the police are aggressively addressing. Crimes involving violence, particularly shooting incidents, have been monitored and the need to remarkably reduce this. This is due to the continuous deployment of personnel of the city in proper areas, enhanced by the strong presence of the police, Task Force Zamboanga, 11 IP, and 11 MPLT 11. The implementation of Implant Vida Vida and the 4 to 10 habit. The cooperation of community volunteers and constant coordination with other law enforcement agencies and counterparts. In fact, the crime solution efficiency in Zamboanga improved by 11.4%, 4,064 in 2017 to 4,372 in 2018, while the crime clearance efficiency also improved by 11.3%. The average monthly crime rate decreased by 21%. In 2017 to 715, and in 2018, the Task Force Zamboanga, nakita man nila ayuda ng ating mga diferente sektor de seguridad, Philippine Navy, Philippine Air Force, Philippine Army, Philippine Marines, Task Force Zamboanga, Philippine Coast Guard, the BJMP, as well as the BFP. We have realized and maintained the record of zero bombing as a consequence of terrorism and zero kidnapping. Let us really pray that starting with our residents, we will be responsible enough to cooperate, because this can only be possible if everyone cooperates. The Philippine Navy Admiral Medina reported the zero policy of piracy in areas for the past 2 years. Rest assured that your local government and I, as chairperson of the Regional Peace and Order Council, appointed by President Duterte, will never get tired of supporting all of your endeavors. We are one with the President in our anti-illegal drugs campaign. In my assumption to office, we required all our city government employees for a mandatory drug testing. Our office, together with the PDEA, PNP, DFC, coordinated and collaborated with local officials and the anti-drug abuse councils and the different barangays as well have complied with the BATACs per DILG. The city government will soon call for a general assembly of all the barangays so that we will be able to strengthen our BATACs. This 2019, we doubled our anti-drug budget to 10 million pesos compared to the previous years. The budget for the anti-drug campaign is incorporated in the peace and order allocation of the city for 2019. The assistance specified to the City Anti-Drug Council comes in the form of incentives for police forces or units, as well as for performance of extremely well in the course of anti-drug operations, as well as fighting crimes. In 2018, a total of 1,000 operations were conducted, which includes 906 bypass operations, resulting to arrest of 1,325 pushers, 142 users, and confiscated were 1,823 grams of shabu, 71.94 grams of marijuana, and 24 assaulted firearms and explosives. We also declared an all-out war against smuggling, and I ordered anew the arrest of rice smugglers, dropping my name and that of any city official or my family to hasten illegal transactions. Anybody caught dropping my name or that any government official or my family must be apprehended and dealt with immediately. This is my clear directive to the Philippine National Police, the Bureau of Customs, and all law enforcement agencies. We have already confiscated and intercepted a total of 11,500 sacks of smuggled rice in various checkpoints and finger wards with a POC, PCG, CCPO, and TFC. Since 2014, we have reported hundreds of cases in our fight against smuggling. Bien klaro kay seryoso kita tatrabaha kontra con este mal aktibidad. Y mucho mga accomplishmento kontra smuggling. We will ensure that those who spread misinformation will be arrested and placed behind bars. We will not allow dirty politics to stop the wheels of justice from turning against those who form this economic larceny and economic form of robbery. We want Zamboanga City to be cleared of smuggling, and we want all our authorities to be focused on the same. We need to keep strengthening our defenses and combat the newer threats. The Commission on Elections denied the petitions of some barangays for the upcoming plebiscite that will ratify the BOL. This pursuant to the counter-petition filed by the city government to our city legal office. Gracias con el Paul Bagi and Bank que responde con el deseo de mga ciudadanos de Zamboanga, and we emphasize that neither the city nor its island barangays is contiguous to any geographical area of the present ARMM, as the city has rejected being part of the ARM for 2 plebiscites. We reiterate the steadfast stand of the city of Zamboanga that we should never be included in the BOL. The people of Zamboanga, Muslims, Lumans, and Christians have lived peacefully for centuries, and we belong to one city, one nation, and only one Republic of the Philippines. Takotin ko apela kung todo de ating mga obedientes para ayuda suportar con esta posisyon para mantener de seguridad, para ayudar vigilar el alrededor contra mga sospechosa persona y prevenir violencia. Tapelayo con todo mga barangay para ustedes quedan na frontera contra calamidad, krimen y otro mga insidente. Deploy our barangay tunnels and create neighborhood watch groups. Implement this not only in threats are imminent, but make this as part of our way of life in the community. I appeal to each and every resident to translate your love for Zamboanga City into action. Help us make this city a safer place for our children, both Muslims, Christians, and Lumans, who will inherit this city in the years to come. Rest assured that our local government shall continue to prioritize our public safety project like the DRRM building with Command Center in Kabataman that will provide a unified operations center for public safety activities. Our public safety project is our initiative with the presence of surveillance cameras, 24/7 intelligence security surveillance, and to deter crime and help manage traffic. 5 outdoor LED display screens will also be installed strategically to provide the public with information on traffic. We have already installed this. Because all of these initiatives in the city of Zamboanga, there is now an economic giant in southern Philippines, a dynamic hub for business and commerce. Since the siege, we have built better and we have seen an unprecedented rise in new businesses in the city. Tadale este empleo con ating mga ciudadanos, Kristiyano, Muslim, and IPs. It grew by 39%. At its peak, we had 13,000 businesses in Zamboanga City, generating 757.76 million worth of domestic sales, or 46 million US dollars in the exports and a plethora of jobs and a myriad of opportunities for our people to enjoy and avail. As a matter of fact, Zamboanga City made it to the top 30 most business-friendly local government in the country by the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry in its 2018 Most Business-Friendly Eligible Awards for Highly Urbanized Cities. We were cited for exemplifying commendable initiatives towards good governance reforms to promote trade and investment. The ease of doing business is here. Compared to previous decades, it is far better and faster. In the opening of this year, the business sector felt the speedy processing of business permits with our Business One-Stop Shop, or the BOSS, that has streamlined processing of business permits from its multiple steps years ago to just 2 steps in 2019. Application and payment will have your permits issued right away in just a few minutes. Kicked off our one-stop shop last January 3 at San Latino, and in just a week, we issued 1,542 permits. In God's will, we will pass the mark of the previous year with more business applying for permits this 2019. I have just signed a request for the Sangguniang Panglusod to possibly extend the period so that we will be able to accommodate more business applicants. And thank you very much to all the taxpayers of Zamboanga City for your trust and confidence. After the opening of KCC Mall in Zamboanga and Mindanao's first City Mall branch located in Butuan, we await the opening of SM Minpro this 2019 and coming soon in Butuan, the City Mall. Mr. Hans C. of SM Prime responded in our meeting in Manila, consider it done upon my request. Thank you very much to all the business community, the Shoppers chain of stores, as well as everyone that supported the business community in the city of Zamboanga, as well as Shopera. Around 73 banks and financial institutions are now operating in Zamboanga. More hotels, a dozen hospitals. Thank you very much to the DOH, Dr. Municipio, and our partners in all of the hospitals, Dr. Leeds and everyone. Thank you for attending to our patients. 50 taxi units have rolled out in our city streets, and dozens of new retail stores that have never imagined have opened in the branches in the city, including coffee shops and other food ventures. This is Zamboanga today. Tiene prosperidad y manada oportunidad, incluido el mga jutay negosyo que tiene entrada. In fact, as of October 2018, the total tax collection from local sources has amounted to 736.3 million pesos, which is higher by 10% compared to 2019's actual collection. The highest increase pertains to business tax, at an increase of 13%. Overall total revenue of the city at 2018 amounts to 2.86 billion, which is 8% higher than 2017. We also rendered a total of 289.4 million real property tax collections through our GIS-based taxation project to improve the real property assessment with the use of Google Earth Pro and the actual inspection and the GIS system. As per DTI records, the amount of investments generated by the economic developments in 2018 amounted to 1.36 billion. The biggest contributor to these investments is the construction sector with 700 billion pesos in investment. very much. Teledecil, Vivo at Economia, mucho mga edifisyo ng mga infrastruktura at kabaplantan na syudad. Fish came in second with 205.6 million, led by our sardine industry and tourism with 125 million. Our support to the tourism programs has also increased in just 5 years by 13.21% compared to the same period of 5 years from 2008 to 2012. Of the various administration, our total appropriation of 205 million in tourism has helped maintain our operations of the Great Santa Cruz Island and the first place of development in its newest attraction and also Islas. We are also rehabilitating our parks. In fact, the General Service Office together with the city engineers are jointly working in the development of the Department of Budget and Management on the Green program, where Zamboanga City was awarded with 74 million pesos. There is an urgent need for us to invest and encourage more green open spaces because of rapid urbanization. Moreover, the Great Santa Cruz Island, named as one of the top 21 best beaches in the world by the National Geographic, is most visited gem in the city. In 2018, we experienced 33% spike of visitors from 62,703 visitors in 2017 to 83,387 visitors in 2018. The lagoon tour in the island had an exponential increase from just 1,512 visitors recorded in 2015 to a whooping 15,427 this year alone. Despite the increase in the number of guests, we will strictly enforce regulations to make sure that it remains a paradise, to abide by the DNR, a nesting ground of marine turtles with 784 hatchlings, aside from the abundance of upside-down jellyfish and flying foxes thriving at the mangrove forest of Santa Cruz. This is our commitment. In 2018, the ordinance operationalizing the Once Islas was approved. Con todo mga miembros de Sangguniang Panglungsod, gracias por ustedes kay aprobar con este oportunidad. With approval of the Once Islas, the opening of the 11th Islands Eco-Cultural Tourism Destination followed after in July 1, 2018. Only 5 months, the total number of 4,931 guests were recorded who left the islands in awe of its extraordinary beauty. This month, the City Tourism Office will lead the data gathering for the Coastal Resource Management Plan of the islands of Siromon, Bisaya, and Baling-Baling in Once Islas. Barangay Dita is the host as well as Barangay Pangligan, which was once considered an abandoned barangay, but today is an abandoned barangay. We envision our tourism efforts to be sustainable. Our celebrations and festivals and events in Zamboanga, starting with the Dia de Zamboanga, the Summer Festival de Verano, Zamboanga Hermosa Festival, and the celebration of Pascua na Zamboanga have proven that indeed mas mucho mga bisita ay turista ng syudad. Gracias kayo kung todo mga barangay suportata natin kay bien ang libre ang diyato syudad.
en selebrasyon ng 2018 Zamboanga Hermoso Festival. Pamukong komunidad, yan ang punto kita para mag-alegria, celebrar y reconocer el world-class talent ng mga Zamboangueño, i-express ang fe y devoción por Nuestra Señora la Virgen del Pilar, por medio de cuantos concursos y actividad del gobierno local, privada organisasyon, y religious observance. Fielmente, muchos colores na ciudad de Zamboanga. Cristiano, Muslim, Luman, kita ni Dalmira Unido Zamboanga. Punto-punto el amor con la ciudad, con su historia, legacía y tradición, y la devoción con Nuestra Señora la Virgen del Pilar. Antes kita acaba el mes de octubre, mira kita otra vez en la alegría del hermoso festival de este año. siguiente fiesta pilar. Muchas gracias a todos y vamos a celebrar.
Gracias con todo y agradecimiento con Dios y también con Nuestra Señora, la Virgen Madre de Piedad, este día un regalo de amor para mí. We have recorded an increase in tourist arrivals since 2018, including a spike in the number of seminars and conferences. It has always been increasing since 2014, even after the Zamboanga siege. We have an influx of almost 1 million passengers of 843,813 passengers via the integrated bus terminal, making in an income of 50 million pesos in 2018. Gracias, Concejal Eddie Saavedra, for your hard work as the former IBP mayor. Finally, as they turn over this to the city. We also welcome more than 500,000 or 541,460 guests via the Zamboanga International Airport in 2018 when we serviced hundreds of newly procured push carts at the airports, which became quite controversial. However, we assure you that this is not overpriced. We have always remained transparent in all government transactions, together with the city's internal audit, as well as the city accountant, by ensuring that we have consistently adhered to pertinent laws, accounting and auditing rules and regulations. Clearly, you have seen the effort of the local government in supporting the CAAP. I have brought up the issue to President Duterte of the runway rehab on the evening of March 12, 2018, as this is the request of the Air Force officials to land our FA-50 fighter planes here. Immediately, the next day, Secretary Pugade arrived and addressed the issue with the CAAP. Growth and development is not only in the tourism sector, but also shared in our East and West Coast corridors in a total of 2.79 billion pesos worth of city and barangay development projects. For 2018 alone, we have completed a total of 186 infrastructure projects amounting to 464 million, to include 6 climate change resident school buildings that we turned over to Zamboanga City High School West, Kabaluay Elementary and National High Schools, Tulungatong National High School, Manica National High School, Ramon Enriquez Memorial High School, and at the Vitali National High School just last week. Coming soon are 14 other school buildings that are undergoing construction at Tubungan Elementary School, Don Gregorio Evangelista Memorial School, Landangua Elementary School, Sadin Elementary School, Mabuso Integrated School, Talisayan Elementary School, Bualan Elementary School, Southport National High School, Tuan Dato Hajo Abdullah Nuno Memorial High School in Talusanay, Zamboanga City High School Lane, Zamboanga Central School, and the Materials Science Facility at Museum. These are new modern climate change resident school buildings which have green features such as roofing and windows that allow passage of air and natural light, and rainwater collector to enable the storage and the use of rainwater. I made sure that neither my name nor my political party is engraved in any part of it. This building is not mine, but este mga building tan belong con todo con ustedes. I simply make things happen. As a teacher myself, I dedicate these wonderful buildings to our principals, our teachers, our staff, who are in the forefront of molding our children, our leaders of tomorrow. Because in the city of Zamboanga, particularly the first region in the Philippines, that we had the oath-taking of the licensure exam for teachers last 2018 because of the great confidence of the PRC. I would like to thank them for giving me the opportunity to lead the oath-taking of teachers, as this was a very meaningful occasion to remind me that although I am your mayor, I am forever a teacher after all. Other completed infrastructure projects include the rehabilitation and improvement of the Boy Scouts of the Philippines Council Building in Pasananca, as well as the roasting facilities at San Roque and the track and field oval at Mercedes. For disaster preparedness, we implemented various engineering interventions and flood control projects funded by the Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund at 63.6 million. We spent 9.9 million for the repair and maintenance of flood control and dredging at Tubungan River in order to maintain the river channel and remove silt to address flooding issues downstream. Part of our mitigation include the installation of 40 units DRRM early warning signages. Yan importante na di ating mga rebrap ng mga flood control programs kita kita kay taayuda este ko na di ating mga bumientes. We turned over the newly rehabilitated and improved Santa Cruz Commercial Market Building 1 at 5.9 million and coming soon the improvement of the main public market. Yan alega ngayon na di ating mga ventero, i-alega lang yan ang Kelios at sa comprada. Other ongoing projects include the construction of the City Tourism Building in Paseo, the multi-purpose building at Mampang, greenhouses at Buyanan Plant Nursery and Covered Court, and soon to turn over the open stage and bleachers at Don Pablo Memorial High School, including the improvement of the track and field at Don Pablo Lorenzo. Adding soon are the development of our parks and gardens include the improvement of Paseo del Mar at 46 million and the construction stage of Paseo del Mar at 5.2. Currently, we have completed the construction of the mini wharf in Paseo del Mar, costing 3.2 million, and the rehabilitation of the concrete fence and the outer repainting of Centro Latino to include the construction of one-unit elevator tank. Klaro, kita, ta-suporta, ikontinua ang proyekto del antes administrasyon. Kahit taama kita, kung syudad sa Huanca, na amor dari atong syudad, hindi kaituwi politika. Pero pasatiwa lang, karaton kita, yan alone. The development of the Center Islands of Artillery Boulevard amounting to 16.5 million and the construction of cover sheds and the site development of the City Hall at 6.8 million are next. Este proyekto ay dali alivio y proteksyon ko ng mga tagpila na parada at kamina ng pueblo, especialmente bajo na sol in a tiempo de aguacero. We also support funds for the construction of rainwater collector and the solar power system, as well as the installation of solar power lamp posts in our barangays. We also improve the barangay halls at San Jose do Sur, San Miguel, Patalo, and Kawi. This is the kind of future we are going to have, more climate resilient and disaster-friendly infrastructure. Aspecto de protección y preservación del medio ambiente y seguridad de la comida, agricultura, agua y también energía. Na mga semana que viene, prepara kita el posible efecto del El Niño. Chairperson JV and the Water District, we would really like to ask you to help us, particularly the Atul Task Force El Niño, because we need to cooperate and ensure that we will be able to address this. Zamboanga City is a very big city. El diario supply, agua, de corriente, bien importante. We have doubled our efforts and to ensure that there are mitigation processes. I have tasked the City Agro, the Culinary and the City Agriculture, mentioned the Zamboanga City Water District, to prepare our contingencies to be able to address the problem of the dry spell. Additional support has also been to the Sun and Tubig program of the DILG in the city and the water system projects of 8 barangays at 16 million pesos. In the long-term protection, the City Planning Office has coordinated with the Zamboanga City Water District on the impounding dam. We have also been notified that the NEDA Bids and Awards Committee for the consulting services of the feasibility study. Power is also a very critical component in the growth of Zamboanga City as a highly urbanized city in terms of investment and the increase of the city, and we need to make sure that we have a steady supply of water. We, as members of Samselco, particularly as consumers, cannot remain passive and be silent on issues affecting our cooperative. Otherwise, the entire city will continually experience power outages or worse, prolonged power intermittences. Por eso, continua kita vigila. On the part of the city government, we express our gratitude to President Duterte for acting expeditiously on the city's request to SAP Bongo for the National Electrification Administration to take over the Samselco in order to speed up the investment management contract or the IMC. Through NEA Office Order 2018-73, signed by Minister Song, the Task Force Duterte Zamboanga City Power has been ordered. What needs to be immediately addressed by the Crown Investment Holdings and the DESCO Joint Management are the cooperative financial systems laws, inability to supply power and post, and the power privileges. Our push for the IMC will really help address all these concerns, and we hope and pray that we will proceed with the IMC for our electric cooperative in the most professional manner, free from any political influence. On the other hand, our Environment and Natural Resources Management Program has helped maintain our 3 nursery and forest co-management areas and 500,000 forest seedlings and wildlings, including the Upland Mangrove Reforestation participated by various sectors. We thank the USA Protect Wildlife Project for the opportunity to learn the best practices of other areas. With regards to the regulatory and enforcement mandate, we monitor business establishments and engage in the manufacturing and trading of lumber. We remain vigilant in the enforcement of the city's sand and gravel ordinance and mining laws and continuously conduct site inspection, verification, and monitoring and apprehend and file cases against offenders. We also heightened our information and education campaign on solid waste management, and we have been successfully operating the city's sanitary landfill facility, including our 4 material recovery facilities. Our street sweeping areas were expanded, and we have conducted a dozen coastal cleanups in 2018. For the first time in decades, OCNR, together with the City Engineer's Office and the GSO, City Water, CSWO, CCPO, and the Barangay Zone 1 joint efforts in the cleanup of the Mangay River. And in Pieza del Ciudad, la necesidad en operación de todo. Our commitment to this drive will further spell out the city governments will provide all mainland barangays of either a dump truck or a garbage truck, while all island barangays will receive sea trucks. Ang diyato mga barangay, yan importante para ang aspeto ng limpieza del diyato ciudad. Por eso, bajo na budget ng 2019, todo ustedes ay receive either a garbage or dump truck as well as sea craft for our island barangays. Our priority programs under the city agriculture covers rice, corn, and cassava, and other high-value crops, including our fisheries and the conduct of agri-fishery research. We also engage in calamity assistance to fish pond operators and seafood growers, and ventured in agricultural engineering by funding, jointly with the Department of Agriculture, more than a dozen units of farm mechanization. We also included the construction of 21 farm-to-market roads totaling 60 million, post-harvest facilities, and solar sewer dryers. Este año, tiene kita 40 million para ang agricultural and fishery modernization program. Our city's veterinarian's office exceeded their targets of veterinary regulatory services, such as the inspection of livestock, poultry farm, meat plants, meat plans as well as extended technical assistance on animal production, on healthcare, aside from our rabies control and eradication program. Instead, mga esforso ay ayuda para kanya kita sufisyente supply ng comida na syudad, ivibat sektor de agrikultura. Na aspeto de salud y servisyo sosyal. Our total support to health programs in the city amounts to 524.9 million in the span of 5 years, with an increase of 40.42 compared to the same 5-year period in the previous administration. We have procured medicines at 161 million and increased our medical assistance to indigent patients at 25 million. We also invested in health-related infrastructures such as the Lighting Clinic at Agala and Sangali and Vitali Infirmary. Thank you also to DOH in Pasabolong and Labuan for your support to us. On February 2018, measles outbreak was declared in the city. We are the third among the cities nationally to declare an outbreak. Our outbreak response immunization was immediately done, although it was quite challenging due to the dengue vaccine scare in the country among mothers. With persistent care and health education, the ORI accomplished 80% of its target. Supplemental immunization activity followed with 110% accomplishment. This positive turnout of immunization rate will be attributed to the partnership with the private medical practitioners, the Philippine Pediatric Society, Zamboanga City Chapter, who supported the program. Under our adolescent health, reproductive health, and family planning, all the 16 health districts in the city were awarded as adolescent-friendly facility. The first city in the region to have accomplished this. Together with the Commission on Population in the city, the first city in Region 9 to have the city implementation team for responsible parenthood and reproductive health. To address the increasing cases of STI-HIV advocacy program, we strengthened the prevention for mother-to-child transmission for the 16 health districts. UNAIDS will also partner with the city in order to work with our best practices. Thank you to the Zamboanga Anti-AIDS Council and all our partners and NGOs. Innovative strategies and nutrition have been introduced in the community, such as interventions for pregnant mothers or Hardin de Ulay and Mutaasa among the barangay nutrition scholars. As one of the BNS of the city was awarded as the outstanding BNS in the region. Zamboanga City has given the highest award in the 3rd Regional Lugong Bayani Award, having the most number of blood donors and units of blood collected in the region. The Department of Health recognized the improvement of the health outcomes of Zamboanga City, and we were awarded the top performing health systems in the region. Our social services also at the heart of our governance, with the burial assistance at 55.26 million and persons in crisis situation at 48 million. For 2018, we served a total of 1,757 indigents. We continue to address the concerns of our informal settlers and aggressively working on the backlog in terms of socialized housing. Kailan kami kita nasabi that land banking has become our direction after Zamboanga siege to address the needs of the IDPs and the families and the housing backlog for the Tulungato and Ascuna are yet not totally filled up. Our existing resettlement sites are not enough. Gracias to Concejal Jawo Jimenez for the tuwing educational housing sector. The purchase of Talisay property intended for resettlement area is above board and followed due process, contrary to allegations. The total 12.3 hectare property in Talisayan was recommended for purchase as it is considered to have the highest and best use as resettlement area and is very accessible, located right beside the school with residential houses nearby and is only about 180 meters from the main highway. Originally, the City Appraisal Committee valued the property at 1,000 per square meter using the data sales approach to valuing properties. On the other hand, the owners offered a plot of 1,700 square meter and was willing to reduce the price at 1,500 per square meter. However, during the negotiations spearheaded by the panel of negotiators, the owners agreed to offer this at 1,350 per square meter. The city does not use the BIR zonal values as basis. Instead, it uses the prevailing fair market value, just like the purchase of Divisoria property for the IUP. Nothing was unusual as it went through the process and the value of the property at 1,350 per square meter is fair enough. As per information from licensed appraisers, properties in areas in Talisayan and even as far as Sinuwong and Labuan are offered at 2,000 per square meter. In negotiations, there is a willing buyer and a willing seller. Both parties have to meet and properties otherwise, we cannot purchase the properties intended for the people who will eventually benefit from this endeavor. We further propose to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to pass legislation for the LGU to shoulder the development cost as we do not want to burden our urban poor. Este ayuda ng presente administrasyon con el lihato ng urban poor sector ay ustedes bien importante para la ciudad. No quieren hacer más pesado de ustedes vida. Por eso, el Sangguniang Panlungsod ay dale mga remedyo, hindi lang kumpra, usar el lote para beneficiar con ng mga urban poor communities. Sana ustedes, it is such a great joy for a recipient to finally receive the certificate del título de propiedad después de pago de 15 años. Y este ay continuar kita ayuda. We have also rolled out 1.7 million for our centenarians and the atong mga abuelos y abuelas que ya llega el año de 100 años and 12 million for annual cash incentives for our senior citizens. The first of its kind in Zamboanga City. Since last year, our Largo Vida program provided door-to-door delivery for free maintenance medicines to our senior citizens in various barangays, and we have allocated 50 million for the expansion of the coverage of the senior citizen health care to cover all the barangays as well. We also apportioned 83.25 million for daycare work centers to include an increase in allowance of daycare workers. 94 of our 98 barangays have established daycare centers. This 2019, we have increased the cash incentives of daycare workers to 2,000 per month to include the provision of activity materials for daycare workers and our daycare children. Suelo is deseo ni aton para impuha ang desarrollo y proteksyon del todo ni ating mga bata na siyudad de Zamboanga. Narisipin kita ang seat of child-friendly local governance by the DSWD and the DAIG and the Hall of Famer awardee for Ako para sa Bata Participation. Thank you very much to the Bimos as well as our barangays. I personally received this recognition on behalf of the city together with our barangay officials present. We vow to continue implementing the programs and measures to uplift and empower our children, the VIPs of our administration. The seal was conferred based on the 2017 performance. Zamboanga City was one of the 50 cities, municipalities, and provinces in Region 9 that received the 2017 Child-Friendly Local Governance Audit. The city is also a recipient of the highest local Council for Protection of Children Functionality Award, ideal for 3 successive years. The LCPC is also monitoring the performance of the BCPCs to ensure that the last and the least child is afforded with opportunities to exercise their rights. Thank you po ng mga opisyales ng barangay, kitabihila para proteksyon ng ating mga bata, kung kausa President of this person, na pwede kita po na idali intervensyon po ng ating mga bata na diyating mga barangay ng mga kanilar. Our office and the City Civil Register also work hard in instilling awareness of the importance of birth registration, its procedures and requirements and orientations that conducted different stakeholders to register 27,000 birth documents for 2018. Our PNP is also a strong partner in the protection of our children, and we have made significant development. In 2017, it noted that violence against children increased at 17.42%, and cases of children in conflict with the law decreased by 30.25%. Overall, crimes against children have decreased in Zamboanga City. Aside from our children, our youth are also given a place in the table. I would like to also congratulate the PESA office for their outstanding accomplishments under the CSW. We officially launched the Youth Works Philippines, the Philippine Basic Education in the USA, to continually reach out to our youth, particularly those learning to work for the out-of-school youth. This will calibrate the ongoing program of Mindanao Youth for Development, MyDev, and it's still ongoing, that has produced 4,000 OSY graduates together with Zapida, EDC, and other partners. We also partner with the Rotary Club of Zamboanga for the youth activities and assign key government posts to dozens of young leaders at various programs, and they have leadership exposure and community involvement. We continuously organize the Zamboanga City Student Council Alliance, as well as the Zamboanga LGBT Federation. Series of speak-out activities were also rolled out continuously. We believe in social inclusion and the participation governance that we've seen in the role of Cities Interfaith Council in reaching out to our communities. Its technical working group, funded by Asia Foundation, has been running our anti-radicalization and violent extremism programs and in schools and communities. To Silsila Dialogue Movement, leading the World Interfaith Harmony Week, and PAS and the Interreligious Solidarity Movement, spearheading the annual Mindanao Week for Peace. The bottom-up budgeting also helped us tackle poverty reduction and promote participatory governance by involving civil society organizations and identifying projects for the local poverty reduction action team headed by the Zabida. Various projects have already been turned over and monitored. Na-aspekto ng edukasyon. For 2014 to 2018, we have invested 1.8 billion for education, the biggest ever investment by any administration. Quien pensa que el antes maestra de Michael Saavedra, aula del alcalde de la ciudad, gracias a Dios. This is built climate change resilient school buildings, armchairs for students, and the increase of honorarium for teachers, among other forms, to support and include the PET project.
First of all, I'd like to thank Mayor Isabel for hosting this dinner from the Department of Education. Although it's only our second time to meet personally, though not face to face, we have known each other for decades. So from the city, I'm very pleased to see it's always making that effort, especially the development of textbooks for the mother tongue from grade 0 to grade 3 to grade 3 in the native tongue, and then also the literature. This is why I really love Tagalog and I love listening. I can understand with all the other works put in. I love listening to it because it is an expression of what you are, what you have become, and what you will be.
Kaya oportunidad del gobierno local bajo el liderazgo del alcalde del Tiempo mantuvo y mantuvo con el secretario de Educación de los Briones acerca de la iniciativa y esfuerzo del gobierno local para promover el buen y la calidad de educación aquí en la ciudad de Zamboanga. Desde 2014 hasta 2018, el total inversión del gobierno local alcanzará 1.9 billion que causa para la construcción de la infraestructura para la educación, combined inversión en school buildings, bleachers y covered courts, armchairs, school bags y otro van. También ang gobierno lokal ng mga maestra y maestro por medio ng mga enhancement training y provision de cash incentives. Este año 2018, el allowance que daba el gobierno local ng 5,833 maestros na ingresang 1,000 pesos. Mas grabe, isubido kumpara na 783 allowance na mga anos pasado. Ang gobierno lokal ng superioridad y esfuerzo con educación. En soporte con el diseño del gobierno nacional por medio del Departamento de Educación. Muchas gracias y enhorabuena Secretario Briones y el Departamento de Educación.
We have seen the marshalling of school buildings and the construction of bleachers and covered courts for students. We also work with the provision and the construction of materials on the mother tongue-based multilingual education for teachers and pupils, as stated by Secretary Leones. We also provided the work textbook for the learning of Chabacano and the MTB-MLE curriculum for the entire division of Zamboanga City and other reading materials to promote Chabacano. We also initiated and established the Chabacano orthography and produced Modaliating Comprehensive Diccionario de Chabacano para daliatong mga eskwela, implementa ko ng mga diferente mga siglit daliatong mga museo, particularmente para daliatong mga ID system. We also trained the more than 6,000 teachers in the entire Zamboanga City Division under the Professional Enhancement Training for Teachers. This is a pet project that I designed and hopefully we'll be able to get credits from the PRC. This project started in 2016 and has continued providing trainings with new sessions in 2018 that covers instructional materials development, strategies, approaches, financial management, including leadership and personal development. This is the same way that how our Human Resource and Management Office, Dr. J, conduct in-house trainings and orientations to give learning and development opportunities for our city government employees, such as sessions on values-driven leadership and excellence in seminars on developing effective work teams. This 2018, we also pushed for the conversion of the Ayala Vitali Technical Vocational Schools into the local city college named as Colegio de Zamboanga, Colegio de Ciudad de Zamboanga. We initiated this conversion because there are still many Zamboanga students who cannot be accommodated in the state-run colleges and universities due to quota and overpopulation. And there are many students who cannot enroll themselves in privately run colleges and universities because of financial constraints. However, we would like to thank all of our educational institutions in the tertiary secondary level for helping us. Moreover, research has shown that four-year degree courses can provide better career opportunities and higher satisfaction and job security among people. Thus, the local city college shall be able to provide quality and relevant education. We just completed a 3 million worth of concrete perimeter fencing at the gate at the campus in Manila, and coming soon are 100 million worth of school. This will be the first ever local city college run by the city government of Zamboanga. The Blue Huskies for the Colegio de la Ciudad de Zamboanga are ready to howl and be proud. Thank you very much. The Manila Times Top Model Cities and Municipalities Awards recognized Zamboanga City as the Education Hub Award as an attestation of our dedication in making the lives of our people better through education. We recognize the efforts of the Commission on Higher Education, Dr. Yanga, and the Department of Environment and Department of Education, Dr. Romy, in preparing our 21st century learners for changing the world. We are building strong leaders in our schools and implementing innovative projects. We will work very hard so that our national achievement test will be ensured that our students will be engaged to be at par. Like the DepEd, we share the commitment of helping every student achieve their potential to ensure that the students learn today so they can lead and serve tomorrow. We are inspired and are very proud of the achievements done by our Zamboangueño athletes, Barner, our homegrown Olympian, Heidi Diaz, who is time to home the gold medal in weightlifting during the 18th ASEAN Games in Indonesia, together with Jefferson Ray Loan, winning the bronze in Pencak Silat, and Munir Felix Marshall winning the bronze in boxing. Following their footsteps, there are many other young Zamboangueño athletes, such as Nicole Go, the daughter of Ma'am Apple, who continuously give us hope. Dr. Cecil and the sports division, we really need to continue on helping our athletes. bannered by our very own family's brand, Zamboanga Valentes. And our very own Mark Baronca bagged his second finals MVP awarded in the PBA Golden Star. Let us really pray that the three Zamboanga players of the PBA will have the opportunity to play in their home court this year. We continue to provide incentives to our athletes in various competitions. Critical to our city's development are our roads and the need to address our traffic problem. Our administration is giving much priority to more road projects to include the opening of new routes, widening of existing roads, rehabilitation of damaged roads and asphalt overlay, as well as these types of project. To the DPWH, thank you very much, and Mayor Charlie and the rest that are here. Talagang salamat, ma'am. And our Director Kala. We have completed the road widening project of Mercedes amounting to 10 million. Other road widened at MCLL Junction in Timaga, Putik, Pulzuran, and the Governor Ramos Junction in Santa Maria Pasunanga Road soon to open, and the Paso Polo at Manila. Concreting of roads to veterans to 31 at 45 million, Governor Camils Ramos at 64 million, road leading to the proposed new Zamboanga City Jail in Talisaya ng 40 million pesos, Tetuan Kasandanan Road at 27 million, Veterans Avenue to Talon-Talon at 30 million at the Camino level Governor Ramos Avenue at 10 million. Asphalt overlay will also be done on various city roads at 280 million, including the Central Business District. Aside from infrastructure, we also need to instill discipline among our motorists to address our traffic problems. The Traffic Management Unit was able to apprehend a total of 5,788 violators on various ordinances enforced by our personnel. We issued 41 executive orders in 2018 on traffic concerns, as well as temporary experimental schemes. The Zamboanga City Traffic Operations Management Committee regularly meets. Let us not forget that only during our administration, we have improved and digitalized our traffic light system in major intersections in the city. That was not done in decades. New traffic street lights with digital counters were installed in Governor Alvarez, Nunez, Camils, Baliwasan, Chico, San Jose intersection soon, as well as Fairview and San Jose do Sul, Governor Ramos Junction, and Governor Lee. The city government supports the development initiatives of Congress. Así yo claro, el gobyerno lokal ta-suporta ko ng mga programa ng ating mga kongresista. Na-include ang propósito ng flyover y road widening. But, necesita kita el propio organisasyon namin scheduling para implementar con todo con usted. Por eso, ya crear kita el technical working group kay Tali and the Admin City Engineer's Office to be headed by the CDRMO, the City Planning, City Admin, the DPWH Region, the DPWH Office as well, at Engineer Charlie, the Zamboanga City Water District, the PLDT as well as the DEMCOS. Para kailan kita orden na much mga proyekto kita ase at yung syudad, kaya kailan kita tenay grande traffico y también no quiere kita dale dificultad con el ato mga pasahero y driver. Both have an impact on the day-to-day traffic situation. We are consulting experts and they are recommending. And the ating mga eksperto, como si Engineer and Dr. Jessica Casimiro, the Western Mindanao State University, na recommenda también that road widening should come first. Necesita anay ancha, asegurante el viaje camino. The flyover will not be feasible if the number of lanes on the affected road is limited. The proposal must join with the proper transport management so our traffic congestion will not be worsened while the construction is ongoing. As early as 2017, the city government already endorsed the project through the Comprehensive Land Use Program. Precisely, the city was prepared to relocate and rehabilitate its properties that will be affected by the road widening to give way to the implementation of the flyovers. This was also the reason for the city to forge an agreement with the Banco Cooperativa to relocate to another site as it will be affected. And the city engineer's office is now preparing the estimates to to relocate and rehabilitate other infrastructures that will be affected, like the cold storage facility. We are evaluating the intersection traffic situation in terms of average volume of vehicles, delay in using the turning movement volume, and the number of lanes approaching the intersection. I issued Executive Order 442/2019, creating the technical working group to coordinate with proper government agencies and concerns affecting the implementation of the government infrastructure and project in the city chaired by the CTRMO. The technical working group will discuss and synchronize and prioritize the implementation of the projects in the city. Furthermore, the TWG shall also monitor the project. As of yesterday, the evaluation reports of the DPWH-9, CCPO, LGU are being collected by the CTRMO resulting from the flyover traffic scheme simulation for referral to the Mayor with appropriate recommendations relative to the construction of flyover, interchanges, underpass, long-span bridges, Governor Camille's NCLN Highway, and Veterans Avenue. The TWG is also tasked to monitor and check the delays at the completion of the water system project, the development of water system in the Zamboanga City conflict areas, Phase 1 and 2, the Z3R project. We are working with the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission to make sure that government employees and contractors who are reliable for the substandard projects will be held accountable, and the city itself will go after them. Other projects under the TWG are the construction of the flood mitigation and drainage flood system controls at the Central Business District, the pumping station, Zamboanga City Package 1 and 2, and finally, the rehabilitation and construction of the Joaquin F. Enriquez Memorial Grandstand, and it will be completed accordingly by February 8 per DPWH in 2019. And the tentative date of the inaugural and turnover, pray to God, will be in time for our Villa de Zamboanga. Our grandstand has been home to more than 120,000 individuals at the height of the Zamboanga siege. This year, we have built back a better grandstand, ready to open its doors once more for all Zamboangueños to enjoy. Mucho mga granong proyekto ay kompletado este año. Currently, the local government is working on completing the local public transport route plan, and is a requirement for the issuance of franchises by the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board. If we will push through for mass public transport system, the local government is in constant dialogue with the different jeepney operators and transport groups and tricycle groups in order to be able to provide the best possible service para sa ating mga pasahero in line with the city's efforts towards modernization. Mucho kayo ng ating mga pibiyentes na nesesita mga vehikulo de public transportation. Based on the study of WIMSU, our available public transport only caters 45% of the public. We will still have a gap of 55% to fill up the ating mga commuters. Aside from taxis that are now plying in the streets of Zamboanga, we need to help modernize the ating mga tricycle for them to be responsive to the needs of times and to be competitive to the rest of the transport sector. Kaya lang iabda that there is no tricycle phase-out. Dili na mo tanggalon mga tricycle sa dalan. Pero, nakatay tricycle modernization. Kaya nga, kay dako ang kasing-kasing para sa inyong tanan o sa inyong mga pinabuhi. Kanang mga taxi, dili na ako kay ang ngalan pa lang Asia's Latin City Cooperative na. Ang mga tag-iya, anak, mao ang mga miyembros sa mga kooperatiba. Dagupon ang ilang sakripisyo para mahitabo ni para sa katawhan o para sa mga lambong sa Zamboanga, padayon ang atong Zamboanga. To upgrade our tricycles, the former Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association, or TODA, has now been upgraded into a cooperative called SOD Transco. Sir Ben of the CDA, palihog jud tabangin ang atong mga tricycle associations and operators, which stands for Samahang Operator at Driver Transport Services Cooperative, headed by Lucia A. Soria as manager. Our tricycle drivers and operators have expressed their support for the modernization. Thank you very much to the Sangguniang Panglungsod for passing Ordinance Number 494, amending our existing tricycle ordinance. We now have a seed fund of 50 million for the tricycle modernization, and we will be working closely with the Land Bank of the Philippines and our tricycle cooperatives on this plan. All of these efforts in modernizing our transport sector and public conveyances are in our master plan. The review of the 2016-2055 CLUP and the zoning ordinance was among the major activities we have done together with the City Planning Office. While the master plan was already approved by the City Development Council, the draft LUP and the ZO, and the zoning ordinance, are being revised to integrate inputs proposed by the CDC, the Sangguniang Panglungsod, and stakeholders such as short-term to medium-term investment programs in various agencies. We now envision new growth areas in the city of Zamboanga to spread development to industrial zones, as well as the lobbying for the transport of the Zamboanga International Airport. Assistance were provided by PCGI engineers during the conduct of the field samples for quality and terrestrial ecosystem for the feasibility of our international airport. We are dreaming big for Zamboanga, and we ask the support of the Sangguniang Panglungsod to help us realize three aspirations. We would like to congratulate our city councilors for a productive year as they enacted 34 ordinances and adopted 1,473 resolutions in 2018. Vice Mayor Cesar Iturralde and the members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, thank you very much, and let us continue to work hard and fight for change to make the lives of our people better and dignified. Let us join together and envision a tomorrow where people have jobs and are enjoying a robust economy, where growth is shared and inclusive and fair. Donde el ating mga familia tiene oportunidad de ambos capacidad para la vida, donde tiene seguridad, salud y bienestar. Este el futuro que quieren kami, especialmente con el ating mga bata y mga jóvenes. Tarindigo, gracias y alabanza por Dios, Nuestra Señora la Virgen del Pilar, y con todos ustedes, queridos compoblanos de Zamboanga, cristiano, muslim y también el humano, que darle conmigo la oportunidad de servir como de ustedes alcaldesa. Este mandato es símbolo que te significa el que ustedes confianza y estén poniendo en mi corazón. Junto con todos compañeros de gobierno, hay continuar a dar el servicio con amor a Dios y a la ciudad de Zamboanga. Cariño, gracias por todo que te da ayuda, particularmente de mis compañeros de la oficina y el PCP. During that conference on resilience in Manila, I could not help see the progress of our city has made. We have the confidence of the international and national community who see the potential of Zamboanga. We are now part in the radar of development, and we need to continue what we have begun. Takia al ating oportunidad. Continua kita con kaya Zamboanga, ta queda conocido na ámbito de desarrollo y del gobierno nacional hasta internacional. apelayo con ustedes. Ayudando kayo ang nangyayakot ng syudad. Kontinua ang mga programa. El tiempo ninyo, el tiempo de ating todo. Para pa kita el ating syudad, tiempo con aquellos que quiere rebate ka natin. Instead of helping us move forward faster, taplikura pa ka natin hala na atras. Para cosa, para bila kita na tiempo de antes. Ya teníamos oportunidad por cuantos años para hacer todo lo que debe hacer para el progreso. Más de 5 años para yo de dar el State of the City Report como el alcalde de ciudad. Pero nada bueno ya sucedió ka natin. ¿Cuánto dekada kita bajo na otro onde ba kayo kaginda ng San Juan ka? Ahora ya, el cabar, God's perfect timing, el propio tiempo de Dios. Tiempo de vosotros, tiempo de atin. Para hacer todo mejor para la ciudad, deba paz y prosperidad na de ating ciudad amable de San Juan. Este día, significante para conmigo, kay takiyo ta cumplir el deseo de Dios con amor, ta enfrentar el mundo. El problema y realidad y todo la dificultad, ta puede yo cargar con fe que el Dios que pone conmigo aquí, amo también el Dios que libra ka nato y dale prosperidad a la ciudad de San Juan. Gracias por todo con ustedes. A book was launched in Bangkok, Thailand last November, entitled Compelled by Duty, Conscripted by Destiny. I was included as one of the democracy icons in Asia. This is an honor for the women of Zamboanga, especially the abuela, the abuelita, si Isabel Cortez Primaco, who championed the right of Filipino women to vote. And this was a recognition of an exemplary women leadership, together with other icons, such as former Indonesian President Megawati Sukarno-Putri, Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi, Chinese Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen, and Emily Lau of Hong Kong. As I speak to you today, I am also humbled. To God be the glory in Nuestra Señora de la Vida del Pilar, and honored to share with you that I have been chosen as the only city mayor from Asia who made it to the top 10 finalists for the 2018 World Mayor Prize. Thank you very much to all of those that given your testimonies. It is an award given by the London-based World Mayor Foundation every 2 years to mayors across the globe who have made outstanding contributions to their communities and have developed a vision for urban living and working that is relevant to the towns and cities globally. I am joined by the city mayors of Paris, France, Cologne, Germany, among many others. Other mayors who won in the previous years were the mayors of Athens, Melbourne, Cape Town, Mexico City, Bilbao, Calgary. Este reconocimiento nunca yo pensaba ay galing na di ating sakripisyo, servisyo y amor na ciudad. Ta dedicar yo con Dios, Nuestra Señora de la Vida del Pilar, el verdadero alcaldesa de la ciudad, y con todo con ustedes, pedido con programas cristianos de Mindanao. El niño tabla. El niño papá si Johnny Kilimango ya así. Este tiempo no hay kami pensar que yo, de su menor y única hija, ay queda alcalde de la ciudad. Gracias, Gayon, con todo con ustedes, por esta oportunidad. Pero familia Kilimango, desde antes, amable y tama, con el mga Muslim sin diskriminasyon, con el mga high peace y con todos los ciudadanos. Let us make Zamboanga City our home, where security, health, and education will be primordial to ensure that our city is safe for our children, a city that is safe for our families, and a city that has the confidence of the national and international communities. Con todo con ustedes, gracias Señor por de ustedes tiempo, de ustedes presencia y de ustedes ayuda para ayudar a Madre de Zamboanga. Otra vez humildemente, y yo, si María Isabel García Clímaco Salazar, nacido de Zamboanga, igual con todo por ustedes, yo amado con Dios, igual con todo con ustedes, junto con Nuestra Señora la Virgen del Pilar, ta ama con la ciudad de Zamboanga. Muchas gracias.
Ayan, kita nyo, nagtapos yung State of the City Address ni Zamboanga City Mayor Beng Clímaco, re-electionist mayor. At napakadami ng suporta nitong si Mayor Beng Clímaco at siguradong panalo na naman ito sa darating na halalan sa Mayo. At napakaganda ng kanyang sinabi, napakarami ng accomplishments at napakalinaw ng kanyang plataforma, programa na nakaraang taon. At sa kanyang sinabi ay tuloy pa rin mga kaibigan, paiigtingin pa nitong si Mayor Beng Clímaco ang kanyang mga nasimulan. Last term niya na mga kaibigan. Kaya naman todo ang suporta ng mga Zamboangueños kay Mayor Beng Clímaco. Bago tayo magtapos, doon sa mga gustong manghiram o kaya mag-loan ng pera, pandagdag negosyo, o kaya bibili kayo ng lupa, bahay, paggawa ng bahay, renovation, o kung gusto nyo bumili ng mga segunda mano sasakyan, First Standard Finance Corporation mga kaibigan sa Zamboanga City. Maaari kayong tumawag sa kanilang telephone number 992-5480 o kaya sa kanilang cellphone 0995-520-2358. Napakababa lamang ng interest rate ng First Standard Finance Corporation. Kaya kung ang problema ay salapi, ang kasagutan walang iba kundi ang First Standard Finance Corporation. 992-5480 at 0995-520-2358. At kung hotel naman ang hanap ninyo at gusto niyo magbakasyon o kaya reunion o whatever, kasama inyong pamilya, mahal sa buhay, maaari kayong magpunta o mag-check-in o kaya mag-reservation sa Apple View Hotel. Sa Davao City, you can pwede kayong mag-reserve sa kanilang telepono 082-221-6430 at yung kanilang Manila Central Reservation ay 02-353-6000. Apple View Hotel. Napakaganda dyan mga kaibigan. Nakatulog na ako dyan ng 3 gabi, 3 araw. Wow! Pagkalabas ko, pagka-checkout ko ng Apple View Hotel mga kaibigan, bumigat ako ng 5 pounds. Ang sarap ng pagkain. Ako, grabe. Napakaganda pa ng serbisyo ng Apple View Hotel. So, ano pa natin yung mga kaibigan? Magpa-reserve na kayo sa Davao City. You can call them at telephone number 082-221-6430. At sa Manila Central Reservation, please call them at 02-353-6000. Apple View Hotel. Bueno, wala na kaming oras mga kaibigan. Nais namin, si Senator JB Ejercito pala. Nag-text sa atin earlier kanina habang pinanonood natin yung soka ni Zamboanga City Mayor Beng Clímaco. Binabati natin si re-electionist Senator JB Ejercito. Good afternoon, Senador. At napakadami ng accomplishment din itong si Senator JB Ejercito. At maaari nyo sundan mga kaibigan sa kanyang Facebook page itong si Senador, Re-election Senator JB Ejercito. Napakasipag po ng ating senador mga kaibigan. Walang bahid ng korupsyon, walang bahid ng skandalo sa pork barrel o PDAF scam. Kasi walang iba kundi ang natatangi kaisa-isang JB Ejercito para sa senador mga kaibigan sa darating na halalan. Sa Sulu Province, good afternoon dyan sa Office of the Provincial Governor kay Governor Toto Tan, yung staff niya nakikinig sa atin. Thank you so much sa inyong pakikinig everyday sa MindanaoExaminer.com. Siyempre sa Zamboanga City, yung staff ni Mayor Ben Climaco, sina Mike Saavedra, Christian Olasiman, Levelmal Marquez, at sa lahat ng mga civil employees ng local government sa Zamboanga. Good afternoon sa inyo lahat yan. Sa Basilan, Assalamualaikum, sa Tawi-Tawi. Ganun din mga kaibigan sa Zamboanga Peninsula, Zamboanga Sibugay, Zamboanga del Sur at Zamboanga del Norte. Siyempre sa Coronadal, Kidapawan, South Cotabato, Davao Region, Davao City. Dami nakikinig sa atin dyan sa internet. Thank you so much sa inyong patuloy na suporta. Maraming salamat sa aming producer, yung aming bagong producer, Mindanao Examiner, regional newspaper. Thank you so much sa inyong malaking tiwala sa Radyo Mindanao. Astig, radyo na, dyaryo pa. At siyempre yung ating production assistant, napakasipag ng aming production assistant. Kaya sa December, makakatanggap to ng Kalabasa Award. Half German, half Chinese, half Filipino. Walang iba, kundi si Reynold Ong Bolton. Thank you so much mga kaibigan. I love you. Mama. Chup chup.